the 6th frame. The first to 5, of course, goes through, so Trump at the point of no return. He's got to win 3 in a row, Mike.
Well, the thing is, at 3-1, Phil, I was saying that Judd can win the match from here, but what I've seen so far, I'm not so sure now. I expected him to come out all guns blazing in the second half after the interval, but it hasn't happened, and that's not a great break-off shot either. It's given Lee an immediate chance to get in. Well, it's pretty obvious that Judd's got to find a gear here, if not 2. Well played.
1.
We know he's capable of flicking the switch. We think back to his marvellous quarter-final at the Crucible against Shaun Murphy, one of the matches of the tournament, if not the match of the tournament, when Trump was a long way behind after the first session, didn't play well, but hit back brilliantly to edge Murphy. 13-12. He is capable of putting a run together, and that's much more like the Judd Trump we've been used to seeing in the past couple of seasons. Wonderful long potter at his best. Wonderful break builder.
Yeah, free flowing, having a go. Well, that's what he's got to do now. I think it was the early part of this match that's really put him in trouble. The first 3 frames was a bit lacklustre, wasn't it? He allowed Lee to gain some confidence and get that 3-0 lead, and since then he's just been playing catch-up.
Well, a number of times a poor safety shot led to a frame-winning run from Lee. And that's unlike Trump these days, as we've been talking throughout this match. He's one of the best safety players in the world now, as he proved at the Crucible.
He is, and the thing is as well, he's got to step it up here. You know, he's coming in this week as one of the favourites to win the title, but he's got a lot to do.
Talking of having a lot to do, Mark Allen is in a similar boat over on table 2. Peter Lyons, who, as memory serves me correctly, defeated John Higgins at the German Masters this year, is about to go 4-2 in front of Allen. That would be another big upset. Allen, who of course loves playing in China, his 2 ranking titles coming at the World Open, both last season and the one before. And another miss from Trump. It's not his day.
Just look what he's left as well. Yeah, nice cannon that. Well, that was worth a shot actually, just bringing that red into play, knowing that he was guaranteed to be on the blue.
Six. 7. 14. 15. 50.
Could have done with a little bit more there on the cue ball. Just left it a bit low on this black. Just make sure the pot here. He'll play a little cannon into these reds, I'm sure, but so often the players take their eye off the pot. Well, that's okay. I just thought he might have left it a little bit awkward actually, but he has this
20.
red here into the corner. Just 1 point behind now.
$23. $28. $29. $32. $33. $38.
He hang here, the 15-point lead. He's got to think about those reds on the right hand side, of course.
39.
He has beaten the likes of Ken Doherty and Graham Dott before, but to beat the world number 3 here, I think that'll probably be his best performance. No disrespect to the other two lads, especially in the modern, in the last few years.
Undoubtedly.
Because coming in, Judd was a very, very strong favourite, but he hasn't played really, and Lee's just picked him off. I mean, I think Lee will be, if he's honest with himself, hasn't played at the top of his game either. But he's played better out of the two.
He's been very solid, and he's kept Trump under pressure. He's capitalised on most of Trump's errors, which there have been quite a few.
I'll tell you what though, Phil, I think this frame of match could be about this net shot. If he can get this one right, if he can screw him behind these reds and catch the middle one of the 3, he's got every chance to win the match. Let's just see how he plays this, whether it's off 1 cushion or 2. He's played off the 2, which is the correct way to play it, and he's played it to perfection. That's a great shot.
53.
Leads by 30. Well, I wonder. He's only a couple of balls away here from Judd needing snookers.
His only problem here is being hampered by the red just by the bridging hand.
Well, I did say perfection, but there was a little bit of a hurdle to jump over there, and he did it well. And if he can get himself on to one of these last two reds here, he's got every chance to win this match 5-2.
Just one more red then, and Judd Trump will be staring down the barrel.
61.
Just hasn't happened for the ace in the pack today, for whatever reason. Perhaps the heavy conditions have affected him. He's lacked any fluency, even in the frames he's won. He hasn't really convinced. His safety, as we've been mentioning, not there today. And Lee, a very solid player, has punished him. The winner of this, remember, will face either Peter Ebdon or Zhao Gudong, and Zhao has just moved 3-2 in front in that one. So it could be an all-Chinese affair for a place in the last 16. Well, the writing on the wall now for Judd Trump. The crowd know it. That was the ball he needed to leave Trump requiring snookers. And this blue would pretty much set the seal on things.
Well, Judd will be massively disappointed here because he's a big star in China, actually, and they get the carpet treatment when they come over. But I think we can go back to the early part of this match. I think that's really where Judd lost it.
2 of his 3 ranking titles have come in China. Trump making his breakthrough, of course, in winning the China Open a couple of seasons back. He added the international title last season, but it's not happened for him today. He's going to battle on for the time being, but he must know that he's on the very brink here of a shock early exit in Wuxi.
44 the difference. He needs 3 snookers.
Chance of a free ball, of course, which would help.
Well, there's one of them. Every credit to this young man. Well, he's thinking about the swerve. He could play offside and top cushions. If he plays this medium pace, he won't leave the free ball.
Foul. Judd Trump foot.
Just slipped past the edge. So 1 down, 2 to go for Trump. Oh, didn't want the double kiss. They say it's fatal. It looks as though it will be on this occasion. This red then to make absolutely sure of a famous victory. In it goes, and look at the reaction from Li Hang, and you can't blame him. A double fist bump. What a moment for the young Chinese player in front of his home crowd. Only 22 years of age. He has outplayed one of the world's superstars today. And Judd Trump offers his hand and congratulates him. Trump dumped out by Li Hang, and in some style. And you can't blame the young man his celebrations. That was a terrific performance. He held himself together. He kept his illustrious opponent under pressure. And he's been richly rewarded with a 5-frames-to-2 victory. Hang is through. Trump, the world number 3, is out.